let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play.
Is that Nickelback?
Hey, what's up? What's that?
Sounds like Nickelback doing that theme song for us.
I don't know. It's a banger though. I was getting down, man. Hey, yeah, we need something to keep our spirits up. I mean, this football team's letting us down. But tell you what, though, we were talking about it behind the before the show. I mean, Eagles are playing like shit, but I gotta give the Flyers a little bit of love. Boy, they're really shocking some people. I mean, if you look, I think they're like 3 points out behind like the best record or something like that. Like they're right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
But, I mean, obviously it's December 1st and, that's prime football time. So, the Eagles struggles, of course, are going to be the top story. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, here we got a comment. Mike Papernick Jr. says, yo, fellas. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? I know, I'm sure he shares our misery from Friday. So, but yeah, let's start off with the Eagles here. I got my usual cast, minus Diego, but Diego should be coming on soon. I got my man Jeff in the middle. What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
Hanging in there. Not very happy with the Eagles. And then the over one NFC team is the Chicago Bears as of today.
Yeah. And then right next to Jeff, I got my man Sean. What's up, Sean? How you doing?
Nothing much, man. Chilling. Just unfortunately, Black Friday sucked.
It did. Got a couple comments. Eddie Prather says, when is Patullo going to get the Brian Dable treatment? Probably not yet, to be honest. I think we're. I don't know. I think he's going to be on the whole year pretty much. Maurice Wright says, shout out to Hurts getting that interception. Good sign.
Yeah.
Jalen Hunt.
What he said? Oh, he said, Jalen Hunt. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I don't know why I misread that. I was thinking for some reason he was happy that Hurts threw an interception because at least he attempted to throw the ball. But okay. Mike Papernick Jr. says, Eagles offense just sucks. Yeah, I mean, listen, that seems to be the theme. So, let's get into the Patullo thing. Now, everybody, now I like Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts is a proven winner. He's Super Bowl MVP. Obviously, he played his best in the biggest moments. And, and Patullo, Patullo, I don't love the play calling either, but got to keep it 100, though. I don't really think Friday was 100% about the play calling. I mean, if you guys saw, he throws that ball way behind Devontae Smith. I mean, that's a walk-in touchdown. Makes a terrible decision on that interception that he threw was a horrible decision. He threw it into triple coverage. I mean, Jeff, what's your perspective here? If you had to give percentages to whose fault this is, what percentage are you giving Patullo? What percentage are you giving Hurts? And then, what percentage maybe you giving the O-line?
33.
Okay.
1% to the referees because they don't know what penalties are. But I looked at this game differently, being as Black Friday. And I was looking at it like they should beat the Bears. I don't have to sit on the end of the sofa, which I ended up having to do anyway. But what I wanted to see is we all probably had it as a kid was the magnetic football and the little guys all over the place and you don't know where the ball is and guys going every which way. And any way you turn them and fix them, that's what the Eagles need for their offense. because the Bears were like that. The Bears, when you watch their offense, your guys were moving all over the place. I don't know if it was the placement of the camera and how we were seeing the game, but with the Eagles, they seem to have like their route, and that's all they do. They don't move or they don't make any. How can I put it? They don't move around more. They're flat. It's like watching a hockey team skate down the ice and they're all going straight, and then somebody clicks their finger or hits their stick on the ice, and they say break, and then they all go a different way. They don't do anything like that. They just go straight. And for Hurts, he's playing so, and I don't know if this is the play calling or it's Hurts or both. He's playing so conservative. He doesn't want to throw interceptions. He's not seeing the field. He had Goddard one time. He had Devontae one time wide open, and he went short little flub pass. I think the play calling stinks. I can't stand the pass to the outside. It does nothing. It gets minus yards. And now you're starting to hear, what do you call it? The curse of the Madden cover for Saquon and all this.
Yeah.
They say he hasn't lost a step,
No.
which I agree. But Tank, you can see what Tank's doing. Tank's hitting the sides of the front line. They have him running straight up the middle. Now, I don't know if that's him or he doesn't think it, or whether that's what worked for him better before. It's just, you can't put your finger on it. It's just a whole cluster. To me, it's a whole clusterfuck. They don't move enough. The guys just stand there, and when somebody gets past them, they just stand there. They don't keep moving. Like you said, that number 38 last week. You know, the on the what do you call it, punt return. He broke 3 tackles and ended up getting the fumble from from Simpson. He never gave up. We just give up. Somebody goes by and it's like Olay, and then stand and let them go. And that's kind of what I saw in the game. They just look flat. They just look like they're looking for a draft pick, is what I kind of see it. They don't look like the team last year.
What do you think? And I agree with Eddie Prather here that the Tank Bigsby needs more carries. Maurice Wright says Dotson broke wide open on the same throw to Smith. He held it a half second longer, and it's an easy toss. Mike Papernick Jr. says when Steichen and Moore were here, non-in-house guys, the offense was creative in motion, put its defense on its heels. Eddie Prather with a good point here. Where was the run defense? Yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of think part of that was the offense. I mean, because if you think about it, you know, you had not to give the defense an excuse because, you know, the defense has been carrying the water for this offense, but you know, you figure the defense was on the field a lot in Dallas, and then they had to suit up and play 5 days later against a really good Bears team. You know, the Bears. You could say what you want about the Bears, but they really strengthened that offensive line, and they dominated the line of scrimmage. And, you know, with that, you know, that plays a role. I mean, football, you know, if you're on the field a lot, you're bound to work out or you wear down. You know what I mean? Here's our man, Mike
who looked like a better quarterback? Who looked like the better nimble quarterback in that game? Who was moving around and doing more for their team?
Caleb Williams did.
Yeah. Yep.
Sean, what was your big takeaway from the game?
I mean, just look at Hurts. Hurts looked like dog shit, really. I mean, Jalen Hunt, he stood out, you know. And one thing that bothered me, okay, we get Nakobe Dean's back and said, why wasn't Jahad Campbell in there? 0 snaps.
Yeah,
he's more athletic, in my opinion, more athletic, taller, bigger than Dean, but I get he's a rookie, but look at what he did when Nakobe Dean was out. He balled out.
Yeah.
But, you know, that I'm not the coach or whatever. And I think I sent you something about, if you could bring it up, Jalen Hurts' RPO numbers comparison. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And then you get beat by by 4th and 5th string linebackers. And who wanted it more? They did. We just looked flat, like Jeff said, and it shouldn't be. You, and then Patul, I think he's letting his ego. He does. You know, you had Kellen Moore, which we love, the man in motion, got the tight end involved, more running back schemes and stuff. And just like Jazz brought up in his comment, Hurts has like no emotion. He's like,
right.
like a walking meme or a mime, no emotion, but something that I sent you that halftime. Hurts went after the defense for the defense not stopping the run. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Look at yourself. I mean,
Mhm.
you win as a team, you lose as a team. That's how I always was taught, But I'm not taking none of these games, like I said to Joey, lightly. Come Monday against the Chargers, the Raiders, the the Commanders, and the Bills. Who knows what team's going to show up? I mean, but they got to wake up, and they got to wake up quick.
Yeah, Maurice right with a point here. He says, listen, as soon as Swift and the other back gain 50 yards, I'm putting Campbell in the run package.
There you go.
Couldn't have hurt.
Yeah. And can't the Eagles coaches themselves see this? That's the scary part. You wonder if they don't see this. Okay, if it happens 1 week, you can understand, okay, they had a brain fart. But this is how many weeks now? We are like at the bottom of every single one of these stats. Okay, but they keep saying, well, we're 8-2, we're 8-2, or we're 8-3, we're 8-3. Well, guess what? The loss number keeps going up now.
You don't look like that team.
No,
you don't. You're like you said. You got your Bears. You got the other teams. Like, look at Dallas. We were talking about Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised they get the NFC East. They're hungry. They're playing with emotion. They lost that player. I get it, but you look at the way Dak's getting. If it ain't CD 1 week, it's Pickens the next, or you get the tight end involved. That's exactly what we did last year, and we're not doing shit.
I'm scared that second half against us, Dallas against us, and how they came back and won is the catapult to them doing what they're going to be doing now. They're playing totally different.
But how do you, as a professional team or players, you're up 21?
Mm-hmm.
What is being said in that locker room?
Yep.
What are you doing? Like, I'm keyed in, and I'm a vocal player. I'm getting in your ass. Like, look, man, we got to keep the foot on the pedal with gas and not let up and just do our thing. That was the total opposite.
I think they thought Brandon Graham coming back. I haven't heard his name once.
You know what? He you know what he is, Jeff? He is the security guard.
Sure.
For Jalen Carter, so he doesn't do some jackass, stupid thing of spitting on somebody.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
I thought he would be the rebel rouser to get these guys going because he's been around. I thought he would be the voice.
Tom's the one on the sideline. He's the one on the field.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Yep.
I mean, something's got to give.
Yeah. Mike Packman Jr. says Brandon Graham is the babysitter to Carter. That's what you know what?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
And he also says we need like the Grizzly, the old coach that's not looking to be, move on to be a head coach, like basically the offensive coordinator's version of Vic Fangio. And to put it in perspective of how bad this Eagles offense is, they're averaging 15.5 points per game since the bye week. There's only 6 teams that are worse: Browns, Steelers, Saints, Raiders, Titans, and Vikings. That's really bad, especially, and some of those teams have it. Like look at the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings, at least this past week, they have an excuse. I mean, they were starting a kid that was like what, a late round pick or something like that, or undrafted.
He was thrown into the fire, literally.
They got that one hell of a defense, though. They look motivated. As shitty as a team they are, their defense is good.
Oh, yeah. Mike Papernick says 15.5 points for the game since the bye with all this talent is unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Eddie Prather says, do you want to make Jalen Carter the highest paid defensive tackle when he still needs a babysitter?
I mean, you look.
Yes.
Yes, I have to. He's a generational talent, dude.
Yeah.
You got guys double teaming him. He has great technique, you know. And another thing, Jordan Davis, you can't let off plays, man. You play first, 2, 3, you know, constantly. You can't take plays off. And if I'm them, I'm trading Jordan. I get it. Thank you for blocking the field goal kick at the Rams, but you're a hot and cold player. I want a player that's going to be hot start to finish, not off and on, in between first to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, here's in my opinion might be the biggest issue too. Like the stat here, it says pressures allowed amongst all guards this season. Tyler Steen, 27, which is the fourth most in the National Football League. Major downgrade from Mekhi Becton. Landon Dickerson, 24, the ninth most. And a lot of the Landon Dickerson is because he's gotten through it. And Jurgens is struggling too. So there's so much, the middle of that line is not getting any movement at all. You know what I mean? And you're getting pressure up the middle.
The tush push is dead right now too. They don't have that.
You don't have the itinerary. You don't have the players. Do you think they can do it? The only guy that's basically healthy is Milad. When you got a walking wounded Jordan Davis, Jurgens, Steen, it's not going to work. It's not. The days of that, just toss it aside for now. Really.
Jazz Cruz says defense is tired, the offense is hurting, and he said retire the tush push. I mean, you know what? The tush push really hasn't been effective the last few weeks.
And I think people are scheming, coming up with different ways to stop it. Like, for example, the Bears, they had that corner, came out, and obviously what has to happen? Hurts has that push. Well, there's a guy that sneaks in and peanut punches it. Game over.
Yep.
With that.
That Becton right there, that's been all over the internet lately. Becton, he wants to come back. He actually came out straight now and said he's going to, honor his contract, but he should have never left the Eagles.
He shouldn't have. Money's good and all, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at what you had here. You even praised Stoutland and all the guys that you built the camaraderie with. I get it, the money, the years, it's good, but you had something good here, man, and you just you didn't abandon them. You went where the grass is greener with the money, literally.
It was also a little bit of a mental case, they said, and he really found his place mentally.
Yeah,
and he went, exactly. Like you said, he really seemed like he was going to be here. And then he left.
He didn't, just like Lane. He didn't think he was going to be here, but the city, the place, Philly gets a bad name every time.
Yeah,
but look at the way the fans, the players, and just the organization itself. He said, hands down, it's top notch, and more power to him. I hope he does come back, because then that could save us maybe a draft pick of necessity and go elsewhere.
Yeah. What's up, Diego? What was
up, Diego?
What was your, yeah, I mean, I'll ask this question to Maurice right in a minute, but what was your biggest takeaway from Friday? Because we were kind of, there's so many things, the defense got manhandled, but a lot of that could be because of the offense, because they were on the field so much Sunday, then you got to play 5 days later, Petula with the play call and Jalen missing guys. Like what was your takeaway? Like, what's your blame meter?
It's the whole team. The whole team, like back to what I was saying last week, they just don't look like a team. Like, if you look at the Bears, they make a tackle, all the guys are like, it looks like a lot of camaraderie, you know what I mean? Like they have a little dance. The Eagles just don't look like no one likes each other on the team. Jalen Hurts gets sacked and it's like looking, like there's no fight in it. I feel like that Super Bowl win last year took a lot of fight out of these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't want it that much this year.
The hunger isn't the same. They just don't have that. Yeah, like you said, they don't have that snarl that they had before.
They got to do something about safety. Sidney Brown is horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's horrible. Like, he's always there after the play is done.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the guy catches the ball, and then, he makes a tackle, but it's already a 13-yard gain on you.
Yeah.
He's like
He's
a guy
horrible.
shot out of a cannon. You know what I mean?
I know Jalen Carter's really good. He's not doing that good this year, beating that double team. Like, he's not. And the guys around him aren't, like, making the other team pay for it. You know, like, you want to double team Jalen Carter last year? Somebody else was, like, making you pay for it over and over again.
Well, that's it. You need somebody
Also, I feel like the defense is fucking tired of bailing this offense out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, like, come on. Like, you want us to fucking play our hearts out. We're on the field like 70% of the time. You come out, and the play call is atrocious. They don't try to get ahead of the sticks. It seems like third and long all the time. You see, in the couple of times they tried to get ahead of the sticks and get them like 3rd and 3s, they were more efficient. Then they score a touchdown. Next drive, they're 3rd and 8 again. 3rd and 9, 3 and out.
Deja vu. Yeah, it's like boop, 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 eat and repeat.
And the offensive line sucks.
They're actually boring to watch if you think about it.
Oh, they're so boring to watch. There was like a little time where you see when they ran like that play action, like they faked it. Jalen Hurts looked at his first read, then he took off and gained like 7-8 yards. Then they got into it was 2nd and 3. You know, you run the ball, you get 3rd and 1, get the first down. Like, that's how they won last year. They always stayed ahead of the sticks. The 3rd down was always an easy 3rd down. We need a tush push, or we need a 3rd and 3. Like, everything is unmanageable this year. Everything's starting long. Everything is not, they're not playing to the strengths of what this team could be.
And I think we're playing lazy because we're getting a hell of a lot of penalties.
Yeah. They're undisciplined. That's uncharacteristic for a Nick Sirianni team. Yep. That's why I feel like the team just quit. When you're doing shit like that, you just don't care.
Why can't you duplicate the offense like you did? Because Patula was here.
Yeah.
That you had last year to this year.
Yeah.
Like, I almost think, like I said, it's his ego. Like, dude, just do it.
That's what and the funny part is people want him possibly as a head coach. Why would you give him a head coaching job? It doesn't look good with this team.
And I don't think it's Patula. It's definitely him. I don't think the players hate each other. Like, I don't think AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts really have any beef. Jalen throws in the touchdown. Right after the touchdown, they do their little dance together. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't like each other, you throw a touchdown and then you just walk away from that. You don't go. So like it seems like it's like this. They're all just like we have no creativity. The guy calling these plays for us suck. He sucks.
No, exactly. It's
well. The other thing is too. There's no you watch a team, they'll call a play early, and then they'll call a play later based off of that play. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll throw like a little out, and then like later on you'll do like an out and up, or later. You know what I mean?
Did you see what TJ Watt said?
What's that?
About yesterday's game? He's like, I've never seen a team run the same exact play over and over again, and they couldn't stop it. And what did Buffalo do? Until you stop that play, I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it. Like, the Eagles seen the RPO work right there on that one drive where they got touched. Just fucking keep doing it until the other team takes it away from you. Doesn't matter if it looks predictable. If the other team can't stop it, just run it.
Being predictable, our offensive scheme does not have the setup process. Like you're saying, like everybody's saying, one play sets up the next play, which tries to set up the next play. We seem like we're just pulling plays out of his pocket. Let's see on this play. Oh, let's do this one, and then he'll hand it over.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, fucking well with the plays.
I mean, the idea of football is to set up plays and keep the defense off tilt. We're not doing that. We are predictable.
No identity. You don't know what this team is, what they should do.
Right.
Should they run the ball a lot? Because when they run the ball a lot, Saquon Barkley sucks. Should we throw the ball a lot? When we throw the ball a lot, Jalen Hurts comes up small. Receivers ain't getting open. Offensive line's giving up sacks. We go from like the best offensive line to one of the worst this year.
Yeah.
Like Juergens, them injuries, sorry, I think they're too much for him to overcome to get back to how he was playing pre-Super Bowl. Dickerson, same thing. Lane Johnson, better find his replacement. Steen ain't that dude. There's one good guy on this line right now. It's Jordan Mailata. That's it.
And he's hurting because the rest of the line is hurt. So they're double teaming Mailata, and they're saying, well, he's not having a good year. Shit, he's got two big guys on him.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike Papernick says the problem is Patullo sucks at play calling and Sirianni sucks at play calling. So this team is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, and again, I agree. I think the play calling does suck. It's also, but we can't just say it's not on the players. Like case in point, how many times this year have they gotten to play 5, 6, 6, 7, 8 yards first down? Then like the first drive, AJ Brown, like I think Saquon had like a 6-yard run. AJ Brown false start. Then boom, it's 2nd and 10. You know what I mean? Or like
they're hurting themselves.
Yeah, they're hurting themselves too. And I'm a Jalen guy, but I got Jalen's not. I don't think Jalen's having a good year. I really don't. I mean, part of that's the play calling. I agree, but I mean, he's missing some throws too. I'm not going to sit here and just say Friday was totally Kevin Patullo when Jalen has a dude wide open over the middle and he fucks it up.
Yeah, but Jalen's always missed receivers. Like he's been known for that. So like the play caller, Jalen Hurts is at his best when you put him in the situations for him to be the best that he could possibly be. Short situations, like shit like that, like we were doing last year. It doesn't seem like this coach knows how to put Jalen Hurts in that situation. So obviously he looks horrible. But you're kind of putting him in situations that he's never strived in.
Yeah, I mean, but then, it begs the question, like we all like, everybody, Jalen Hurts, has had some great moments, Super Bowl MVP, they won a lot of games, but then, it's kind of scary because it's like, I guess Hurts just isn't, he's not that like Josh Allen that could bail you out.
No.
You know what I mean? Or like the Pat Mahomes who could bail you out, or the Burrow who could get his ass kicked all game long.
Matt Stafford.
Points. Matt Stafford. Yeah, exactly. Like, like Jalen, you need the good O-line. You need the
good play call. Everything has to be perfect, and then he could be perfect. You know what I mean? He can be perfect, but everything's got to be perfect. He showed that last year. As long as everything is going great.
He showed a little bit of personality last year. He's back to sit on the bench by yourself and leave me alone kind of scenario. Where your other quarterbacks are over there talking to the players, yapping it up, looking into the iPad. He's just sitting there with his coat with this puss face on the bench. What's that going to do?
Yeah, it's hard for him, though, because, like, if the play caller sucks and he's not, like, playing to your strengths, at the end of the day, after that game, Jalen's got to answer the questions. And he can't just go throw Kevin Patullo under the bus. So maybe he has to take accountability that he doesn't deserve.
He's got the right to audible out of those plays. That's one thing that they say. He does have the right to audible out.
As you should. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, but what are you audibling to? It's just another shitty ass Kevin Patullo, no creativity play.
That's exactly it.
We're audibling from one shitty ass play to another one.
I would rather him get down on his knee and draw it in the field.
Yeah. That's got to be the audible from now on. Jalen just draw in the sand,
Run up to that Subaru and make a right, and I'll hit you.
You know what's funny? Remember the Water Boy when they asked like Bobby Boucher? He's like, all right, now he's like, okay, now what you do? Now when he gets the ball, I go after him, and then he gets the ball. That's like Kevin Patullo's offense. You know what I mean? That's Kevin Patullo's offense. He's like the quarterback gets the ball, and then the center gets the ball,
he runs.
And then he hands it to the quarterback, and then the quarterback throws it over, and then you go over here. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny too? Like, I mean, this has nothing to do with the offense, but like, we lost. I mean, not to make because this isn't an excuse because they had to get the cap right. But Josh Sweat, I just looked at the stat. Josh Sweat
10 sacks.
Yeah, he's got 11 actually.
Oh, we had 2 yesterday.
Crazy. Cool nuts. Mike Papernick Jr. says, call Cincinnati after the season and trade Hurts and every pick for Burrows as Burrows will not survive.
I would do that, but why would Cincinnati do that?
Cincinnati's not doing that.
No,
right.
Burrow there.
I would do it because Burrow in this offense probably.
It would be telling if the Eagles took, like in the 3rd or 4th round, a quarterback.
Yeah.
If there's a quarterback out there. That would be a Jordan Love situation. They're just thinking, all right, there's something wrong going on here.
They might have to, though.
I'm not saying it now to start anything.
We're
might
all
have to
forgetting
for the
about
simple
Cam.
fact that you got to put that pressure on Jalen Hurts. He might need that.
Yeah, he might.
You got Tanner McKee. Give it to
Yeah.
him.
Well,
Yeah, I actually think it might. Yeah, because it was funny because I was just listening to the radio and they were saying that Spike Eskin and all them were saying that I think Tanner McKee is only signed for one more year. It might be more telling if they don't trade Tanner McKee because you would think that you would want to get some compensation for Tanner McKee, but if you keep Tanner McKee, it might it could be something where you want a little bit of insurance. You know what I mean?
supposedly, L.A. The Raiders are looking at McKee. Obviously, Geno Smith is not their answer. They need a whole front line. Nobody's their answer. But there's a couple teams out there that are looking at McKee. I'll showcase him then.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to. I mean, you're going for the playoffs. They're not going to showcase McKee right now. I mean, the only way, and like I said, I'm not hoping for this because I do think it's more the play calling and it's more just the offensive line, the guys beating themselves. But it might be kind of interesting. Like, if Hurts did miss a few series or if he did miss a game, I'm not hoping that happens, but I'd be kind of curious to see if the passing offense was a little different.
So here's a question. You're another team. You're whoever. You're the Rams. You're the Lions, whatever. All of a sudden, you see Hurts go off the field. You see McKee come on for a play. You're looking at your defense and thinking, what the hell's going on here? What are we doing? What are we covering?
I just feel you can't do that though to the guy who just took you to 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl MVP. Like that's
money. I don't know about this.
Like they're not like, oh, let's take out Josh Allen for a play, and try to trick him with Mr. Trubisky or something like that. Like you ain't gonna do that to that guy.
Got some of that stuff going on. They do it with Lamar Jackson. They do it with Tua. They do it with some of these other teams. Take him out for a play or two.
I mean, if you have a guy like Taysom Hill, where it makes sense, but it's if you're putting in Tanner McKee, it's clearly not like a gadget thing. It's like we don't believe in Hurts. Let's see if this other arm can get it done. It's a different message you send to the team.
Something different. You know what I mean? That's what they need is just something different.
I'll tell you what, we're dogging the Eagles. The fucking Rams lost to Carolina yesterday.
I know.
You got the chance to take a stronghold on first place, take a full game lead. You lose to Carolina. I mean, if you're an Eagles player, you got to feel a little bit good about yourself this morning. Like we ain't the only team to lose, and we didn't fucking lose to Carolina.
Yeah, but Carolina.
I know Carolina's playing good football, but Carolina's Carolina. You're the Rams. You got the best offense in the league. You're playing for first place. That's a choke job.
Yeah.
Well, Carolina's kind of like the tale of two different teams. Like you get Carolina on the road, they look like shit. But Carolina down there has been playing well all year.
I agree. I agree. They're playing good. So is the Bears, though. So are the Cowboys. And I'm gonna take them other two teams over Carolina.
Now, something that Mike just said there, the Bears or Carolina, Carolina's a hungry team. That's what we're not. We're not hungry. We're elite. In our mind, we're elite.
Yeah, we're not hungry. We're not playing hungry.
That extra fire where you've got these other teams now. Like who thought the Bears would be up there? I mean, I don't even. What's their line in Vegas? What's their line in Vegas? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still think we play the Bears again. We beat them.
I'd like, or it all. I mean, it kind of depends on, if we get because
Caleb Williams didn't do dick. They ran 250 yards. They're gonna do that again if we have to play them again. I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put Tanner McKee in. I think the only way Tanner McKee sees any time is if Jalen gets hurt. I'm
not putting Tanner McKee in. If anything, if that's what you're gonna do, then look to trade Jalen Hurts and just start a new era.
Yeah, Mike Papper Jr. says the Eagles are not hungry. They're playing like teams should lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think they're not, they're not hungry in the sense that maybe it's the penalties, it's the sloppiness. Like you could see that the preparation for this, I think a lot of it is the preparation for the season wasn't quite the same. And it's it's
Yeah,
reared its ugly head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why Super Bowl teams don't repeat much. Some Super Bowl teams don't even make the playoffs the next year.
Yeah, it's
You
a
have
hard
all
thing
that
to
shit
do.
behind you, and you just don't have that same fire inside unless
Yeah.
you're going for something, and they just don't seem to be going for anything.
And if you look at our offensive line, them long seasons beat you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jordan Mailata said it all year, like when the players land, he's just flat out tired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you figure, these guys played a lot of football, and then Dickerson and Jerkins both gutted through the playoffs. They both were banged up, and it's real. And then they get banged up again this year. I mean, it's really showing. And Howie fucked up with. I think the Tyler Steen was a miscalculation by Howie, because
Absolutely.
What did Stout tell him though? Like was Stout like, yo, he asked him, is he like, yo, it's good. I'm a fucking the best offensive line coach in the league. I'm gonna make Steen what Becton was. We're good.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. Jeff Stoutland has the great reputation. He's done a great job for a number of years, but he I mean, hey, maybe he deserves a little bit of fault this year too.
Yeah.
Because this line's not nearly as good, and we've all said what's the common theme? Oh, Stoutland U.
Yeah.
Well, Stoutland U sucks.
Losing a little bit of esteem this year,
One thing we need to do though is we need to sign Phillips now before he goes into free agency. I think he's a good player, and he would definitely help the team, and he fits this team. Don't let him walk like the other guys walk, because then we'll be losing more defense.
Yeah.
I think he stays. I really do.
So he seems in interviews and things like that like even moving here, he's buying a house.
Another question. Can I ask why Jahad Campbell didn't play one fucking snap on defense?
I said that earlier.
I know, that's ridiculous.
It's because
you can't stop the run. You don't think maybe a guy who's a little bit faster can maybe get to that hole a little bit fucking quicker can stop the run?
Yep.
They love Nakobe Dean. I get it.
I like Dean too, but he's
he's
not
playing
having
good.
a great game. You got a
He's
young
playing
guy you
good.
drafted. See if he can spark something.
Jahad Campbell can play all over the field, so you don't have to put him where the Dean is at this moment.
Yeah, you can play him somewhere. Exactly, you can play him somewhere else. Just get him on the field.
Dean is playing
He's a guy that can make a play. He's a guy that can chase somebody down, knock a ball out, make an interception, something. Yeah. But like 0 snaps on defense.
No,
Big fans, you got to answer to that. Why?
I agree.
Nakobe Dean, like I get it, but I don't get it. Nakobe Dean is undersized, where like you said, Jahad Campbell has size. He's more athletic. He can cover. Shit, Christ, he was with the covering tight ends in coverage.
Not just that. While Dean is out, he's like the leading player for defensive rookie of the year.
Exactly.
Right.
And that slowly dwindled.
Mhm.
Yeah, that window closed. But like you said, hopefully when they look at tape, or if they ever look at goddamn tape, they see the pros and cons, the ups and downs, and fix it. Don't tape it, fix it.
That's a good like film. Do they watch film? Do you see you're kind of running the same offense every week and it ain't working?
No. I think you bring up a good point. What was it? Fourth and fifth string linebackers. You mean to tell me you didn't
can't expose one of them?
And you didn't look at the playbook or the film, just like they say, what's your read? Oh, it's this way. Or it's this one. No, you didn't do nothing.
Dallas Goddard got what, 2 targets?
And he
On
was wide
4th
open.
and 5th string linebackers. You can't get him matched up with one of them and expose that?
Look at your good quarterbacks, and your tight end is always your best friend. Goddard's not getting enough, and he is open.
He's open. Oh, he was open down the middle of the field, and Jalen Hurts throws behind Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Don't even look. Just first read, throws it. I don't think Jalen Hurts is good at going through his reads. Did the same thing last week. At the end of the game, A.J. Brown gets jammed up. He's staring A.J. Brown down. Never goes to his second option. Just gets sacked or whatever happened at the end of that play.
He doesn't check. He doesn't check down. 1, 2, 3. It's just like you said, Diego. Horse blinders. Oh, I see you, Diego. I'm going for you. No.
Yeah.
Do you notice one thing I noticed, like watching other games on Red Zone? Do you notice that the other quarterbacks, 9 times out of 10, those other wide receivers or tight ends aren't even looking? They're throwing to a spot.
Yeah.
Hurts has to make sure the guy is there. Then he rifles it.
Baker Mayfield threw a pass like that yesterday. Dude didn't even come out of his break yet. He already let it go. That dude turned around right there.
Right.
Do a 10 and in route, cut that, and I got you. No, not with us. We'll throw it at your back. Let me hit you in the back of the back of your numbers.
That's something different that I've noticed. You see some quarterbacks around the league are like that. And I'm thinking that's kind of how Hurts is. He doesn't have a quick release. They say
he doesn't go through his reads, just like it's plain and simple. 1, 2, like check it out. He doesn't do nothing like that, Jeff. Nothing.
Yeah. No.
I also think that Jalen has to run. That Jalen has to run more. I mean, they all day today on the Sports Talk, they were talking about the report that said that Jalen doesn't want to run I don't know if it's Jalen necessarily or Jalen and the team, but I'm sorry, man, but like Jalen running really helps the running game and it helps the passing game. I mean, if he
opens it up, you got to spy on him.
A pocket passer, that's not what he is.
Right.
No. Mm-hmm.
Right now, you have what would you call him? A reserve spy, kind of looking out of the corner of his eye to see if he's going to take off, but he's not taking off anywhere. So that extra player that was going to be a spy on Hurts,
you stay home. That's what you do.
Yep.
Because just like we all said, we know this goddamn play, which is sickening. Okay, you know what? They're going to run it up the middle.
We could say it beforehand what's going to happen. That's the scary part. We actually say it beforehand and it happens.
Like luckily there is a bright spot left in this. The Rams lost. We're back ahead of them. I don't see the Bears like finishing with a better record than the Eagles. I don't see. I still think the Eagles figure it out and win more games than the Bears, so that head-to-head will be irrelevant, and we can still get first place.
Well, you kind of need the Bears and the Packers to kind of split, because I think the Bears and the Packers play each other twice. It probably because don't forget you got to beat the Pack. All right, so I'm looking at the schedules here.
Yeah.
Bears play at Green Bay, so that's good. One of them's going to lose.
Right.
Then the Bears host the Browns. Then they host Green Bay. But then the Bears got to go to San Francisco. They could lose that. And then I
can see the Bears losing a game like the Browns, where the Browns can play really good defense and just win a close dogfight.
Myles Garrett.
You got Myles Garrett chasing Caleb around. Caleb's not good, running all the time. But tire him out.
Last game of the year, Bears got to host the Lions. Well, the Lions might need that just to get in.
Yeah.
So that could
I don't see Bears finishing with a better record than the Eagles. I mean, obviously, if the Eagles play the way they played the last 2 weeks against every team, they're going to lose. But we hope they're going to figure it out.
All right, then you got Rams schedule. Rams are at the Cardinals. Then they host the Lions.
Tough game.
They could lose that. Then they go to Seattle. They could lose that.
Okay.
Then they play at Atlanta if they'll smoke them. And then they host the Cardinals. So now we're one game behind Atlanta. So we would have to win out and have the Rams lose one. See, the problem is, though, I don't think we're going to win out, guys. I think we're going to lose at least one more game. So that's the only problem. So we would need the Rams to lose 2 of these, Johns.
Wait, why?
But they're a game ahead of us. They only have 3 losses.
Oh, right. Okay, I got you.
So they'd have to lose.
Now, the way the Eagles are, we just need them to be able to win the division. To be honest with you, that's all we need for now. And then hope that the other teams squander games, and then we're able to, be the number one in the NFC. But we need to just go. We need to do what they always say. What do they always say? We're looking towards in the next game in front of us, we're in blah, 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 blah. They always say the same thing. Well, we kind of need to do the same thing. We got to look at one game in time because any team can beat any team.
Mike Patrick says, the way this Eagles team is playing, they could be one and done, as this defense is going to be a dead fish. Well, we've spent all this time looking back. Let's look forward a little bit. But when I look forward and we make predictions, I think of a guy called the Mush, which, by the way, he was the Mush this week. I think he only had like 1 win. So he did all is right in the world. John Lieb is back to losing. What's up, John?
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up,
Good.
Mush?
Well,
So I was
at the-
looking.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I was looking. You've had a pretty decent year, but I was looking at your picks last week, and they were fucking garbage. I think you were like 1-4. So I was like, all's right in the world. Maybe the comments are similar.
Well, it looks like I'm on the past 2 weeks. I think I've had a losing record, so I'm on pace with the Eagles right now. But man, I said at the end of last show, if we lose to the Bears, we have major problems, and unfortunately, we have major problems, and it's unfortunately this feels like 2023 all over again, and I don't think it's going to get any better. I don't know what they're gonna change, and it's not just the offensive coordinator. I mean, Jalen Hurts is a major issue too, and what was it? What year was it, Joe, when they benched McNabb to sit him down for a game? Do you remember what year that was?
Yeah, it was 2008.
2008, maybe. Hey, if they shit the bed against the Chargers this week and it's horrible again, why not sit him down for a game and put Tanner McKee in just to do something? You know what I mean?
Because McNabb wasn't coming off a Super Bowl win.
I understand that, but
McNabb was struggling for 2 years.
If it's the same thing over and over, what's the difference? You know, I mean, they got to do something, or else
Sit the offensive coordinator down.
Yeah, but it's not just him. Jalen Hurts is missing guys wide open, and he refuses to throw across the middle. And I don't know. These coaches may say, "Hey, look, you got to start doing what you don't want to do." And if he refuses to do it, maybe you got to sit him down.
Well, to play devil's out. I mean, to look at it, a silver lining. Jalen Hurts did, and I know they were down 2 scores, but Jalen did throw over the middle a lot towards the end of that game. So maybe I know they lost and it looks like shit, but if there's a silver lining, maybe going forward in some of these other games, maybe they'll start incorporating that a little bit more. But so let's look ahead.
And the other thing too, one other thing, and the other thing too is there's reports that he doesn't want to run either. So I mean, that's taking away from his game too. Just like when McNabb didn't want to run, that took away from his game. So I mean, I don't know. They got to do something.
All right, so let's look.
Now that the mush is on a losing streak here, if he loses again this week, there you go. He needs to paint his face white and put that red line across the middle like this. When it's dark like that, you see his face. He looks like Pennywise coming out of the sewer.
Coming out of Starbucks.
Pennywise out of Starbucks.
Well, did you guys see that? There's no guarantee that Justin Herbert's going to play next week. I mean, if he does,
in his hand.
In his non-throwing hand, he's going to try and do Aaron
Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers wasn't effective at all yesterday.
No,
with that.
even
if he does,
he looked great. I loved it.
Dude, he got smoked by Bosa. He was all bleeding. He was like, what the fuck? Where am I at?
I was watching Good Morning Football, and they had the picture of him curled up on the ground, nose bleeding, all that. They're like, this should be the word retired, right?
Yeah. Like, tell me you look old without telling me you look old. You look like an old quarterback.
Yeah, Mike Fuji with the point. He says, what's good, fellas? Herbert has surgery on the hand today. Yeah.
Dude, his finger was looking this way.
Yeah.
Paul Spencer says, Trey Lance, if he beats you next week, oh, man. Yeah, I mean, first off, now the Chargers have a good defense. Their O-line blows. They do have a good running game, but like Paul says, if Trey Lance is playing next week, if the Eagles lose to Trey Lance, it's fucking 2023.
Yeah,
it's
for
done.
sure.
So, but
I think the booing from the Eagles fans is going to help. They haven't heard that.
Well, they need to be booed,
Yeah.
and if anybody criticizes the booing, it's ridiculous because they deserve to be booed with the way they're playing.
If these players all year, when the fans are cheering them and all this, and they get all this energy from the fans, all right, well, when we're booing you, maybe that should give you some energy to get your ass moving.
I love that the fans are building them all game.
Yeah, and of course the national media is criticizing Phil. Oh, how they're so ungrateful. They just won a Super Bowl. How could
Nah, it's new
It's
season,
ridiculous.
dude. Fuck out of here.
The national media, when they don't have a story, they just look up some old shit from Philadelphia and
make
throw it
one.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Al Michaels is an all-time great, but he lost his fastball fucking 15 years ago. I mean, he's done.
That dude sucks.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
mean-
Jesus Christ, this guy hasn't been good since I was a kid.
All right, so we'll go on to John's picks, but let's make our Eagles picks real quick. I don't think we are dead. I think the Eagles go out to LA next week, and they find a way. They might not be pretty, but they find a way to get a win. I think the Eagles get to 9-4 next week. Jeff, what say you?
Take a win. What's the spread?
Sean?
Win.
Yeah. And by the way, I think they win whether it's Herbert or Lance.
I think the Eagles get a win. They hit Herbert a little bit. You know, you can get under Herbert's skin, get him to throw some picks. I think the Eagles win. Like a 21-14 game.
Paul Spencer says 26-13. Eddie Prather says the Eagles better win. All right, John, what are the Eagles Mush, what are the Eagles doing next week?
Well,
Hey,
the
Paul,
Eagles were.
hold on.
the
Hey,
Eagles
Paul,
were-
if you can hear me. I like your room with all the Marilyn Monroe pictures. God, I'm sorry.
Huh.
Well, the Eagles were one of my picks. You guys will probably be happy. I have the Chargers winning this game.
Go figure.
I might save the
figure.
season.
Oh, on that note, guys, I was thinking.
Hey, John, you're going to need to get the what do you call it? The injury guy.
So here's the thing, though. I might have just saved the Eagles season because I don't think we're winning. I just don't see any optimism that this team is going to do anything different.
They're going to be they're going to be out there playing, and when the Eagles win, there's going to be a chant going through the stadium: "The mush, the mush, the mush."
So,
You know, speaking of the injury guy, you know, for all those Eagles fans like John, you know what I mean? I mean, goddamn, the Eagles, they win the Super Bowl 10 months ago, and his ass is already off the bandwagon. You know what I mean? So if you hurt your ankle falling off the bandwagon, make sure you call my man, Attorney Big or Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. Motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workers' compensation, or personal injury claim when your ungrateful ass falls off the bandwagon. Three offices locations throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, one in Philadelphia, one in Cherry Hill, and one in Pittsburgh. So, all right, good. I'm glad you picked the Chargers because, like I said, the world is getting right. You're starting to lose. So let's look at these games now. All right. So what's your first game?
The first game that I got Dallas at Detroit, and Detroit's favored by 3. I'm going with Detroit to cover that.
Yeah, I disagree.
I like Dallas. Yeah, I like Dallas.
I hate to say it. But the Eagles, if the Eagles don't get their shit together, Dallas is going to win this division. In fact, if I wasn't a diehard Eagles fan and didn't hate the Cowboys with the fucking passion, I don't think it'd be a terrible bet to put a couple bucks on the Dallas to win the East.
Not a bad bet at all.
Did you see what the trade was going to be earlier in the year before the season started? Micah Parsons and a draft pick for Quinyon Williams and some other schlep.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of that stuff out there. I don't know whether, like you said, it's true or not, but if it is,
Quinyon Williams is a nice player, but like I find it hard to believe that Dallas would trade Micah Parsons and a pick for Quinyon Williams. Like that's
no way.
Obviously Parsons was out of there one way or another. I think he's disrupting too much in the locker room. They wanted to get rid of him. It might have been talked about. Somebody might have heard something about his name, and that's where the story's coming from.
You guys
I didn't think he was staying on the Dallas. I didn't think he was staying on the Cowboys.
You guys don't have any faith after Detroit losing on Thanksgiving that they're going to bounce back?
They look lost like the Eagles do, Detroit.
Yeah, something looks off with that.
Yeah.
No, something looks off with that Detroit team.
Yep.
They like Jeff said, they honestly they remind me of the Eagles kind of.
They're missing their coordinator, who is now in Chicago.
Yeah, both of
You
us
know,
exactly. It's a trend,
It's
right?
a lost identity. It is.
You
I-
lose your
I-
coordinator, you
Trying to
lose your
do too
identity.
much,
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I agree with Paul. I agree with Paul Spencer. I think Dallas wins the game outright.
Yeah,
Mike Pappernick Jr. says the tie's going to bite Dallas in the ass to win the division. I actually think
or bite us in the ass.
I was about to say that. Yeah, because
It
Dallas
works one
only,
way or another with a tie.
well, Dallas only has 5 losses. I mean, shit, the Eagles have 4. If the Eagles get
And
the
Dallas
5,
got a better division record. They're 3-1. We're 2-2.
right. I agree. I agree with this. Paul Spencer says Lions are falling. It's just like the Eagles when they make Goff look scared. This defense is scary now, and maybe Diggs is back as well.
Hopefully
And Pickens the best
doesn't
receiver
fall
in
on his
football
house
right
again.
now.
Yeah, Diggs be better off the field than on the field. Diggs is done.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, as Eagles fans, we'll be rooting for Detroit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Pickens
I
adds
have
a
faith-
crazy dimension to that offense.
I have faith that Detroit's going to come through. So I think Detroit's going to win this game.
They're
I would
missing their
feel so-
blanket too, Laporta. So
Yeah, that's a huge loss.
No St. Brown.
Yeah, that's another huge loss.
2 whammies.
I would feel so much better if you didn't like Detroit, John. But
I think Dallas wins big.
I don't know about big because it's in Detroit, but I think they win. I think they won. I think they could win by at least. I mean, put it this way: I think they could win like big. They could win by a touchdown at least. A touchdown.
I say 31-21. Detroit or Dallas.
I could see that.
31-21.
Wouldn't shock me at all. All right, what's your next game?
All right, the next game that I got, I have Seattle is at Atlanta, and Seattle's favored by 8.5. I'm picking Atlanta to cover that.
Wow, I'm taking Seattle by 17.
Yeah, Atlanta sucks.
Well, I'm
Atlanta's
picking
playing
them
for a
to
draft
cover.
pick now. They know they're out. They're playing for draft picks.
You know what really sucks? Atlanta doesn't have a first round pick. The Rams have Atlanta's pick.
Oh man,
I know. What a fucking ass shot that is.
Poor Falcons.
Yeah, but poor us though. I
yeah,
mean,
poor us. Rams get better.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I have the Falcons covering the 8.5. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they cover the 8.5.
Nice.
Okay. Next game, you got Colts at Jacksonville. So what's up with that?
All right, the Colts at Colts are favored by 1.5. I'm picking Jacksonville.
Where's the
Yeah,
game?
I'm going with Leave. I like Jacksonville.
I do
It's
too.
at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville because of Danny Jones' injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going
Colts-
Colts actually because
Colts haven't looked good lately.
I hear you, but again, Jacksonville looked good. They played Tennessee yesterday. Like in a big spot, I don't believe in Sunshine in a big spot. I think that he's got some pressure on him. He's going to fucking fold up. All right. So, all right, what's the next one?
All right, the next game that I got, Bears at Green Bay. Green Bay's favored by 6.5. I'm picking the Bears to cover.
I'll take that. I think the Bears. I'm not a big
I like Green Bay minus 6.5.
You know what? I think I like the Bear. I think I like the Bears to cover, but I like the but I like Green Bay to win a close game.
Packers.
Eddie Prather said, "Didn't Sunshine beat KC?" Yeah,
Yep.
he did. He did, but then again, a lot of people are beating KC this year. You know, I mean Jacksonville, and you know what? Jacksonville did beat San Francisco in San Francisco. So you're right. I mean, they were, maybe
No Purdy though.
What's that?
No Purdy in that game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jones actually looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. Bears +6, Green Bay wins close. I'm with Paul. I think that happens. KC isn't the same as the last few years. All right, so and then your last game, you're going with the Chargers.
Yeah, I have the Chargers to win that game, and the Eagles are favored by 3.
I like the Eagles on the road.
I like the Eagles too.
I hope I save the season, but I just don't feel. I think
Shut
we're
your
going to get the
mouth.
same slop.
All right,
Eagles.
well let's quickly just go through these other games and then we'll wrap this up because I didn't. I mean, damn, I didn't realize it was already 7 and I'm getting kind of hungry. So let's see. So all right, so all right, you got Cincinnati at Buffalo. Buffalo's favored
Buffalo.
by 5.5.
Buffalo.
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 I think so too. All right, you got Miami at the Jets. Miami's favored by 2.5.
I like Miami.
I
How
like
about
the
they both?
Jets. If
Wait,
the
how about
Jets
they both
won.
win? They both win.
Huh.
This
No,
ain't Pee-wee football.
Oh, it's horrible.
Backyard football. Remember that backyard football game?
Well,
I'll
Miami.
go with the Jets.
You guys realize Miami's 5-7. I mean,
Yeah, they're in the hunt.
I mean, if they win, they're 6-7. I mean, I doubt they're going to make it, but you never know. And
Hey, they're in the hunt.
and the Jets are just. I mean, if I'm a Jets fan, I'm ready to strangle somebody because I mean, you're just fucking up your draft picks. Like, gee,
Yeah, what are you doing?
Thanks for the win, asshole. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Next, you got New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's favored by 9.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Yeah, New Orleans is hideous. They fucking blow.
Yeah.
All right, you got Pittsburgh at Baltimore. This is a big game. Battle for first place.
Baltimore.
Baltimore's favored by 5.5.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I like Baltimore too.
I like Baltimore.
All right, hold your nose on this game. Tennessee at Cleveland. Holy shit.
Oh, Cleveland.
Who the hell's
Miles
gonna watch
Garrett
that?
I go with Cleveland. Cleveland.
Miles Garrett.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
This is gonna
Cleveland's
be-
favored by 3.5.
Has Tennessee won a
First
game
big
yet?
game.
They won 1.
Okay.
Miles Garrett gets 4 sacks.
Yeah.
And then they'll be one away from the record.
Washington at Minnesota. Washington's favored by 1.5.
Oh,
Is McCarthy
God,
still not going to play? Are they going to keep playing through Brosmer or whatever? Because he's worse than McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, Washington kind of showed me some fight last night.
I
I
know
think
why.
Yeah, I think Washington.
Yeah.
Washington.
The real question is, should I bench Justin Jefferson for the last week of fantasy? He's doing nothing.
I know.
Yeah, it's a shame. Have you seen like the yards per game? 43, 33.
Oh, it's the
21.
worst. And he can't get in the end zone. I'm about to play Chris Olave over him.
Yep.
All right, couple more games here. Denver
Yeah,
at the Raiders.
Denver.
Denver's favored by 7.5.
You can give Denver 20.
Denver.
Favor them.
Cardiac kids, baby. Go ahead. Next
Yeah,
one.
Raiders really blow. Rams at Arizona. Rams are favored by 8.
Rams never get
not
right
a good
game
bet
this
when it
week. They
comes to-
smoke Arizona.
They're going to beat them, but it's tough with that. They always get high points. They never really hit. I'm going to go with the Rams to win, but
I want Cardinals, but the Rams win.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's a big game. Houston at Kansas City. I mean, you talk. This is
Houston.
almost like a playoff game. Chiefs are
Yeah.
favored by 3. That Houston defense is no joke.
Yeah, it is.
I think you know what.
I'm going to Houston.
I like the Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs. I hate to say it, but
Nope. Texas,
Houston's defense is really good. But I think the Chiefs find a way because it's basically their season.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs.
All right, and then
I don't believe in CJ Stroud.
yeah,
I'm
and
not
then,
a big. I'm not a big Stroud fan anymore.
He was all hype.
Mm-hmm.
Caught people all guard his rookie season, and now I feel like with the tape,
He's like Kyler Murray.
yeah.
all right. Lane. Oh, real quick. Lane Kiffin went to LSU. 7 years, $91 million. Ole Miss says kick rocks and says clean out your office immediately. Now he's the second highest paid coach behind Kurt. I mean, I can't really fault Ole Miss though. I mean, you're going to the ride. That's like somebody leaving the Eagles and going to Dallas, and they're like, "Oh, but you want to stay for a month?" I'd be
Yeah,
like,
but fuck you. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know. So, all right.
What was last game?
How about Embiid, George, and Maxey all being on the court yesterday? Though I
That was
fucking
pretty
turned the Sixers
cool.
off for a second. I was like, "This isn't real. This isn't happening today."
I
They
know.
lost. I know they lost, but still, just to have them all out there, that's a good sign.
Wait, hey, real quick, one other thing on the Eagles. What the hell does Tank Bigsby have to do to be able to get into the game? Why will they not use that guy?
Because Saquon Barkley makes a lot of money.
I
That should
understand
go
that,
through.
but maybe
that-
if you have both of them in there at the same time and give him the ball a little bit, it'll open it up for Saquon to get a decent run.
I just think the fucking offensive coordinator and whoever rotates them guys fucking suck at their job.
See, Mush, what the problem is you make sense. And what the problem is with the play calling, it doesn't.
It's mind blowing.
Yeah, with the play calling, it really doesn't.
We all see it. Like the fans
All
all
right,
see it.
Bigsby's not a better blocker than Saquon Barkley.
No,
Oh,
I
no.
know that, but he's given some explosiveness, and you
I
give
get
him
that.
the ball a couple
Right,
times.
but the plays are being called in like where Bigsby's gonna make like where it suits Bigsby to be on the field.
He's not your Saquon. Saquon could do things Bigsby can't. And,
Yeah,
you know, that's the name of the game. It's just,
I'll tell you what, dude. Let Tank Bigsby call the plays. He'll do fucking better than our offensive coordinator.
Quiet year, Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell's having a good year.
Gainwell's having a great year in Pittsburgh.
He is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I would let the Water Boy call plays before Patullo right now.
Yeah.
You know, but-
Everybody.
Yeah.
all right, but hey, all right, but listen, and real quick, one of these weeks we'll get into some fly because the Flyers. I got to give the Flyers a shout
Flyers
out.
are killing it.
They're playing well. You know, I know a lot of people are saying, you know, you go on some podcasts and they're like, oh, they got to get a number one center. They got to get this. Yeah, we all recognize that. But the bottom line is they're playing good hockey and they're playing.
Yeah, they're
Tocchet likes playing young guys.
Miskov scored yesterday.
Than Tortorelli. Tortorelli didn't like rookies. You know, he had what's his face, Michov in the shitter all the time. He did come into camp out of shape. Tocchet shaped his ass up. You got Owen Tippett back on target, and they completely stole Zegras from the Ducks.
I'll tell you what, you guys see the play the other day? Palmieri for the Islanders gets hit, tears his ACL, tore an ACL, steals the puck, hits an assist. Now my season's over. Like that's the most hockey thing I've ever seen.
We're 5-0 in the shootout.
Yeah,
we never ever won shootouts. So we're just playing good hockey. It's a different brand of hockey that we're used to, but they're actually playing a scheme. That's the big thing that was happening before. And Tortorella was pulling players left and right. They couldn't get any rhythm. That was the big problem with the team over the last couple of years. They had no rhythm, almost like the Eagles right now. They had no identity. Flyers have a little bit of an identity now, and teams like, oh shit, this team's pretty good.
Yeah. So shout out to the Flyers, and all right, fellas. We'll look. I guess. Well, this time next week we'll be doing an Eagles preview. So yeah. So, but go Flyers, go Sixers, and I guess
go Phillies. Somebody's got to sign somebody out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on the Tanner McKee bandwagon. Get that guy in there.
That ain't gonna
on that
happen.
note, see you later, guys.
Spencer says, great show, fellas. Don't lose this week. We're right behind you with the tie and better division record, but we have to win. Nah, I hear you, man. You guys are right there. So, all right. Well, go Birds, go Flyers, go Sixers, and we'll see you all next week.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
Go Birds.
Game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.